Right, question 1, briefly discuss any 5 entrepreneurial characteristics that Sibukasu has. Okay, so the entrepreneurial characteristics that was right in the beginning of the module, which was on page 4. Can you still remember? Okay, so you could have mentioned any of those and then just include information regarding the case study to that. I'm going to mention, I think there were 7 here. So you choose whichever you have included and then just add information. Now with EBM, it's very important to look at the marks allocation. So for this question, it says motivate your answers as well. So 5 times 2 will give you 10. So for EBM, this means then they ask you to write 5 down and then obviously you're going to get a mark for every, 2 marks for every characteristic that you've written down, and then 2 facts or at least 1 fact underneath each one. Is it clear? All right. So the first one is confidence in the ability to succeed. If you wrote that down, what would be your motivation? She did a diploma in fashion. She's a hard worker. She did a computerized bookkeeping course, and she knows what her customers want. If there is anything in line what you said regarding the ability to succeed. Must I repeat it? Okay. Quickly. Diploma in fashion. So any 2. Write down any 2. She's got a diploma in fashion. Just facts, no? Don't write sentences now. Okay. Then hard worker. Computerized copying course. Computerized bookkeeping course. Sorry. Bookkeeping course. Or then she knows what her customers want. Any 2 that are of the 4 that I've mentioned now. That was number 1. So the second one, preference for moderate risk. How did you motivate that one? She most probably compiled a business plan before she started. She also did research to determine the need for her product, to see if there is really a need for the product. So she compiled a proper business plan, and then before she started, and she did market research to determine the need for the product. That is 2. Then 3, desire for responsibility. She did a financial course to be able to control the finance of the business. And part of the responsibility, she actually gets up very early in the morning to make the garments. Okay, the 4th one that I have here is energetic. Here you could have mentioned she works hard and she gets up early in the mornings to make the garments. Ability to identify opportunities. Okay, so she did research so that then identified the need of the customers as well as possible opportunities. So she did research, which then helped her to identify the need of her customers and also to identify the possible opportunities. Hospitality, are you with us? Okay. Organizing skills. It's also one that you could have maybe mentioned. She employed a salesperson a cashier, and also casuals who are all then part of the organizing skills. So she employed a salesperson, a cashier, and also casuals. Maybe you've mentioned the need to achieve. If you did, you could have linked that she intend to open a fashion academy to train young people or young entrepreneurs. Okay. Happy with question 1? Room 12? Yes. Room 13? Okay, good. So let us do number 2. Briefly discuss the degree to which Sibukasu contributes to the economy in South Africa. Okay, you could have mentioned a few things here. Contribute to society, which I've mentioned, where she actually provide the product to satisfy the needs of the customers in the community. And she also intend to train people in the community. That's the first one. Then the second one, to develop natural resources. So here she combined labor and material to make garments or fabric. So she combined labor, all the people working for her, and material to make garments. They want us to mention 4, so we need 2 more. She contributes to production in secondary as well as tertiary sector. Contributes to production in secondary and tertiary sector. Last one here, she contributes to a free market system where she uses her own initiative to satisfy the needs of the customers. Okay, are you also with me? Number 3. Okay, with number 3, they ask us to compile a business SWOT analysis for Sibukasu's business. So keep in mind for the business, not the person. Okay, so she did a diploma in fashion. Do you think that is going to contribute? It's definitely a strength for the business because she's got knowledge. She's also well known in the community. That is definitely also going to be a benefit to the business. Well known in the community. Now, with the SWOT analysis, if you look at the marks allocation, it says 4 times 4. So you have to mention the 4 different aspects of SWOT analysis, and then underneath each one of them, at least 2. Got that? Right. Then she's got contacts in the fashion industry. So we've mentioned more than, I think we've mentioned 3 now. Weaknesses. That is what the W stands for. Okay, so weaknesses. Unfortunately, she cannot afford all staff fully employed. So she can't afford the staff members to be permanently employed. And another weakness that you will pick up in the case study is that she really needs to advertise more. She needs to advertise more. Okay, opportunities. Overseas tourists love to buy traditional clothes, and that is then where she can actually earn more money. Overseas tourists buy traditional clothes. And then her business is in an area where most of the households are earning above average salaries. So they can actually afford these clothes. The area where she is, the households earn above average salaries. Then the threads, don't always write crime first, rather choose competition. We're talking about new competition. Okay, new competitors, who enters the market. New competitors who enters the market. And then labor unrest will definitely have a big effect on this business, meaning strikes or stayaways, absenteeism. And then you can mention crime if you want to. So what I want you to do with the threads is look at the kind of business and then the ones that's going to really have a major effect on the business. That will be the ones that you will actually mention. Okay, number 4, list any 3 advantages that Sibukasi has as a result of being an entrepreneur. Okay, that was the ones that we've mentioned: gain control over your own destiny, reach your full potential, reaping your unlimited profits. That was the one that we actually started with today. Just where it is quickly. Maybe you just want to write a page number down. And you have it. Okay, page 19. That is where it is. Okay, then question 5. So any 3 of the 4 you can mention there. Then question 5, why is Sibukasi successful in her business? Briefly discuss. This is 3 times 2, meaning you must mention 3 things, 3 facts. We don't talk nonsense in EBM, we give hard facts, okay? Right, don't write nonsense, rather write facts. Okay, so the first one here, she prepared a business plan, and this will then enable her to be successful. That will be a financial and a marketing guideline for her as well. So she prepared a business plan, and that will enable her to be successful, and she will use this then for the financial and management guideline. Okay, next one. She knows her business because she's got a qualification in fashion. She also has the necessary skills to make garments. So she's totally aware of opportunities and threats that might come. She also, this is the third one, has financial knowledge, because she did that course in finance, the additional course in finance. So you can see in EBM, you're going to write a lot, no? And you must do that fast as well, within a time limit. Okay, number 6. Not all entrepreneurs are successful. Advise Sibukasi of 3 potential reasons for failure. That was more or less the last slide that we did. Let me just see if I can find this one quickly. Okay, let me mention it, Salon. That was they actually mentioned. How many do we mention? We must mention 3 potential reasons for failure. I think it's this one. No. There you go. So either management incompetency, or then because they are inexperienced or poor decision making, or no leadership ability or knowledge. And then also inexperience, they don't know the kind of business or the finance or anything regarding that, or poor financial control, or then the changes in the business environment that they are not up to date with. Okay, could have mentioned any three of those and then elaborate a little bit on that. Okay, number 7, is Sibukasi an entrepreneur or an intrapreneur? She's definitely an entrepreneur because she started her own business all by herself. She took the risk. No? She also came up with an idea of starting the business. Okay, number 8. Here we are going to do a personal resource analysis for Sibukasi. So knowledge and skills. What kind of knowledge and skills does she have? She has knowledge of dressmaking, or she has a diploma in fashion. She did a short course in computerized bookkeeping. So you can also mention, you see the marks allocation 3 times 3. So 3 under each one. Or their knowledge of compiling a business plan. Contacts and friends. She's well known in the community. Well known in the community. She has contacts in the fashion industry. She also knows where to buy fabric at good prices. Could have also maybe mentioned the social media contacts that she has. Then the last one here, finance. She obtained a loan. Could possibly be her own funds, or maybe borrowed funds from family or friends. I never said this, but you can write that because that is also part of our theory that we've learned. Okay, number 9, why is Sibukasi a successful entrepreneur? Discuss 3 reasons. Okay, she's definitely very hardworking. Hardworking. She's got knowledge of the industry. She's got skills. She's skilled in many aspects. Skilled in many aspects. Not only the clothing industry, but also finance. And she is involved in the community. So again, 3 times 2, meaning that you must write 3 down and 2, each one is going to count 2 marks. So try and think as more related to answer more questions, to answer more related to the case study. Number 10, the last question, list any 4 social media platforms that she can use to advertise her product and business. Okay, so she can make use of Facebook. She can make use of Twitter, Instagram, Marketplace, WhatsApp, even TikTok. So you can mention any 4 here. And each one of them are going to count 1 mark. Okay, guys, thank you. This was then our module 1. So we still have module 2, 3, and 7 left before TM1. Thank you for listening. Hospitality, we're very glad that you are also part of us now. And yeah, we can just grow from here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please, the class rep for hospitality, please just keep the register with you until Friday. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow.